tech talk in the car. So I wanted to share this little tech tip and trick. In a previous Tech Talk in the Woods video, I had sort of lamented the fact that to do certain things in spreadsheets, you need to set your data up right beforehand, like making charts and graphs or using a vlookup. Because in a vlookup, your first column always has to be on the very far left. Whatever you're looking for has to be in the very far left. And I think I mentioned also that Microsoft Excel came out with a new formula called the X-lookup. And that works so you don't actually have to format your data ahead of time. Very nice, user-friendly formula in a way that vlookup was not. But in Google Sheets, I forgot. All I had to do was Google, how do I use a vlookup, from right to left instead of left to right. And of course, the incomparable Ben Collins had the answer right there, and I just want to share it with you. So we have our data table over here. We have some names. I was going to say names of people, but this is my sister, brother, and our childhood dog. And hair color. So let's say we want to answer the question, what hair color does Jeffrey have? I want to say, look over here. Look at this table. When you look down these names and you find Jeffrey, look over to the hair color column and find me what's there and bring it. That's what a vlookup does. That's what this vlookup formula is. It says, first it says we're looking for the name Jeffrey. Then it says where we're looking. We're looking in this table, right? This table. And we don't have to say where to look first, because in a vlookup, you always have to have the where to look as the first column, column A. And we're saying, bring me back what is in the second column, in column B. That's what the 2 is. And it's always false after. Don't worry about that. That's what a vlookup does. And you can see here's the formula written, and it brings back Auburn. And if we change this to look for Katie instead, Katie, it'll bring back Katie's hair color. But what if we want to answer this question, who has chocolate hair? So I wrote the same vlookup. Instead of the name, I wrote chocolate, since that's what I'm looking for, right? But it's not going to bring me what's to the left, because a vlookup is only set up to bring you what's to the right. And that's until Ben Collins showed me that we can make an imaginary table in Google Sheets that switches hair color and name. So the way we make this imaginary table is right where we were talking about our real table, we're going to put brackets. Inside the brackets, we're going to put the table. We're going to define the table the way we want it. So I don't want it to be A to B. I want it to be B to A, actually, right? B should be on the farthest left and A should be after it. So I'm just going to go ahead and type B colon B, comma, A column A. I'm going to get rid of what we had first. Believe it or not, this makes an imaginary table that's going to look a little something like this. Hair color on the left, name on the right. That's what this imaginary table is here, this in brackets B through B and A through A. Now let me change it in the actual formula. I'm just going to copy and paste from what I wrote. So let me copy this imaginary table, put it in place of our real table. And the result is it looks over here for the word chocolate and brings what's next to it. And if we wanted to look for who has auburn hair, then we could change that to auburn. There's so many different ways that we could do this. There are so many different solutions in spreadsheets. If you think that you are boxed in by the rules, even the way the formulas are written, don't believe it. Break out of the box. Ask for a better way. Demand a better way, because your computer should be doing all this kind of work. Anything that could be done easily, right? Scanning your finger down and looking for a value. Who has chocolate hair? A computer could do that a lot faster, especially when you have more than just 4 rows of data. So even if you don't know how it can happen, if you want something different, if you know that you can ask for something different, you should. And I have found almost 100% of the time, somebody can deliver on it.